Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I'm excited. It's an Isaac run. It's going for Huin 72 here. Oh, Huin 72. I don't know why I put on my second best Kevin Spacey in House of Cards. What's the guy? Frank Reynolds? No, that's Danny DeVito's character in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Anyway, GKK3 ED7K. Let's do this. I am ready. I am prepared. I was born ready. Big Fan is borderline. I used to... Whoa, that was very dangerous. I used to really like Big Fan. The only reason I say that it's borderline now is because, you know, basically Sacrificial Dagger does both of its functions better, so I have a little bit less of a positive opinion about it. Oh, lovely. Than I used to. But just not to say that it's bad, but rather just that I'm a little more mutedly positive on it than I used to be. I used to be very, very positive on Big Fan. Sure, we'll pick that up later, I guess. It's still pretty good. You know, as far as defensive orbitals go, it's got the largest hitbox, I think. It depends, I guess, on what measure you use for large, whether you use, like, you know, volume or area, because you might prefer something like Sacrificial Dagger that covers more horizontal space, but this definitely has like a nice little shield in front of it. It's better than a lot of things that we could hope to get. Offensively, it doesn't do a crazy amount of damage, but I'm really hoping that maybe we manage to pick up Pageant Boy? If we got like a bomb and Pageant Boy, we would be guaranteed to get BFF, which would really, really help out. And we got a little bit of it there. That would be guaranteed to help out a lot with Big Fan. So, I mean, I don't want to tailor this whole run as what's best for Big Fan, but it's not incorrect to assume that, you know, if we get BFF, first off, it's good for reasons other than Big Fan's, you know, uses. That was very dumb of me, but there's enough red hearts out here that I don't feel like that's a big loss. I should also go check out our second secret room, obviously, because we found it for free. We already got 6 cents and entrance to the shop for free, but let's see what else we can possibly snag out of this. What do you got for me? You have the Halo. There is no way in hell we're going to be re-rolling the Halo. And Child's Heart is absolutely acceptable. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get anything from our shop here. I mean, we could, but with so much HP, I think I'd rather keep our chances of the arcade pretty high, especially considering we have Child's Heart. And we'll just say, you know, thanks but no thanks, BFF. I appreciate it. I wish I could have done something about it, but I can't. You know, 15 cents on the first floor is a tall ask. We don't often get the opportunity to take advantage of that anyway. So let's come in here. I don't know how deep I really want to go on this blood bank just yet. Maybe there, because we are on the cellar, and, you know, you never know what kind of crazy enemies we might end up... Did I say enemies there, or was that a made-up word that just popped out of my psyche somehow? But, we never know what kind of enemies we're going to end up facing, so let's just cool it a little bit. If we get more Spirit Hearts, I will feel more comfortable playing the Blood Bank some more. That Tinted Rock didn't necessarily work out for us. We'll also save our money for now, because it's possible that we might want to gamble for a key. I'd really rather not. Here, we're better off taking Rusted Key here for the chance to get a key. And more chests. And actually, probably Rusted Key is what I'm going to take moving forward as well. Keep our HP at like the same level that we were comfortable with. Nothing has really changed here, so we want to, you know, not get too aggressive. I mean, over 15 cents, it doesn't really financially help us out all that much, you know? It's better to keep a little bit more survivability. One of the things this streak... Oh, there goes our Spirit Heart. Let's be careful. One of the things that the streak has illuminated for me is the value sometimes... Oh, that's very nice. The value sometimes of conservative play. Previously, I was like a hyper-aggressive player, and it worked largely. We definitely want to pick this up and re-roll it. It worked largely. But I think for consistency's sake, we're better off playing a little bit more conservatively from time to time, and that has helped me out a lot as well. So not being like hyper-aggressive with... For dumb reasons, anyway. Like, I don't feel like there's a great reason to go down to low HP right now. Just to get a blood bag when we don't really need HP that badly. I'm a little burned up here that we did not get a Spirit Heart. That's going to make it very difficult for me to... Oh, don't walk into it at least. It's going to make it very difficult for me to guarantee or at least have a great chance of getting this deal with the devil, but it does depend on what we end up fighting, which boss we end up fighting. Obviously, if we end up fighting Pin, we've got a great chance. If we end up fighting Fistula, probably a little bit lesser of a chance. Let's keep in mind that we may actually want to... Oh my god, are you going to squeeze out? I was so worried about that. We may want to pick up like a red heart on our shop or something like that, honestly. You never know if that's going to be something that we're going to deem as necessary, because there is a small chance that I could, at 2.5 hearts, die against Fistula or the Haunt. I hope that I wouldn't. You know, I've fought them both enough that I really would like to think that there's like a 2% chance of that happening. But 2% still exists, and it would really suck to see a 2% chance ruin our chances of stretching our streak out further. But I shouldn't paint this as if it's a dangerous situation. You know, we got a great item from our boss fight on the last floor. We're set up pretty nicely. Let's give it a try. It is the Widow. The Widow should be relatively easy, although I'll admit Champion Widow is a bit of a pain in the butt. Certainly, we can at least rest or breathe a little easier. We're not going to rest here. It's still pretty early on in the run. I don't think it's time for us to be taking a break just yet. But we can breathe a little easier. Did you just spawn? I knew it. Just spawned a little bit too much bullshit for me to... I got psyched out, so there goes our deal with the devil chance. But we can breathe a little easier because we're not going to die. Like, there's no way we die on the Widow fight, champion or no champion. I did take damage. That sucks pretty hard. I think we take the range upgrade and reroll Abel. What do you think about that, chat? You are commenters. You agree with that? The battery is worth the most out of anything in the shop. I think we might want to buy a key as well. I think Abel is what we're going to want to reroll here. I can't believe we didn't get any key drops with Rusted Key also. Okay, so we rerolled that into Sister Maggie, and that's acceptable. Not necessarily incredible, but acceptable. We're going to play this another 2 times. And we can get the battery... No, we already bought the battery in the shop. We can't. I'm going to gamble a little bit here. At 5 cents or at 3 cents, I may stop. But I do want the chance to get the blood bag payout, if possible here, or more keys, or more consumables. Did we just get... We did get a pretty fly there. It was just kind of obscured by our other stuff. Alright, so there's 5 cents. Let's cool it. Alright, that's actually beautiful. Let's pick up both of these. It worked out. It's not what I wanted, but it worked out. Okay, so this is fine. We'll pick this up. It doesn't really do anything for us. We'll play it once, get 2 cents out of it. Probably should not have done that. But now we're at 8 cents, so I can play these a couple more times. Hopefully we'll get something out of it. Hey, that is actually really good. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. We did a good job. Let's buy our key, and then we'll head down to the next floor just so we can make sure that we go to our item room. We have 1 Spirit Heart protecting us, and yes, we're going to buy the key. Alright, so no deal with the devil. That's a bad sign. Everything else... Was I not going to reroll it? I totally said I was going to pick up Abel and reroll the range upgrade. No, I totally said I was going to take the range upgrade, reroll Abel. Either way, it sort of worked out. We'll head down to the next floor. Again, we didn't get the deal with the devil. That's a big piss off. It slows down our momentum somewhat, but it does mean that on this floor, if we don't get hit, or don't take red heart damage at least, we will get a deal with the devil. I don't think should factors into it. We did cost ourselves, you know, 1 room in the grand scheme of things, one devil room. And that's actually very meaningful. You know, 1 devil room has on several occasions actually changed the game for us in a positive way. It doesn't mean that this will be one of those cases where, you know, we missed out on something that would be a game winner. But it could. It really could. So the tension is still somewhat there, even though we did pick up an amazing pickup in the form of an all stats upgrade on the last floor. Even if Halo isn't necessarily like that incredible of a DPS upgrade or anything like that, just the fact that, you know, it's HP and tiers and damage, it's really great for morale at the very least, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. I hate these triple shooters, man. I'm getting better, slowly but surely, I guess. I'm getting better at dodging them, but they're still annoying as heck to deal with. That has got to be our secret room down there. I would be very surprised if it were not. Reroll economy's looking fine. That's a good use of a devil card, or sorry, a death card as far as I'm concerned. Oftentimes we'll end up taking damage on that room if it ends up stretching longer and longer and longer. So I'm very, very happy with the situation we found ourselves in here. Now, let's not die to these greed heads. They're so annoying. I'm fighting the urge to get right up close and personal with them with Big Fan. Because it does kill them faster, but it's risky and dumb and not very intelligent. I would like you to come up this way. Please. Yes. Hello, you see me. Well, if you want to die there, that also might find a secret room, but I'm more confident in it being over here, and I'm willing to take a little time to swing it. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You see me. You see me. You're like 2 hits away. You're gonna do it! It worked. I can't believe... Well, I can totally believe it worked, because it was annoying as hell. But I'm just happy that our dream actually came true here. Thank you for not aggroing me. That should, in theory, make the rest of this room very, very simple. And you know what would be awesome here? Crawl space black market. Well, I'm asking for the world. I might as well have just asked for crawl space holy mantle or something equally ridiculous. But hey, it has happened from time to time. You gotta stay positive. Again, morale is a non-trivial element here. It's not an element at all. It's actually a compound that exists in mushrooms, a particular species of mushroom. But anyway, let's ignore the possibility of boss rush. We have not seen it in days, if not longer, so it's not something that's factoring in heavily to my plans. And honestly, after some fairly sketchy runs, I think we've gotten a lot of momentum back recently. We've been having good runs. I've been feeling positive. Playing with not always the best fundamentals, but holding it down, DJ Khaled style to a certain extent. And all we need to do is kind of keep up with that, you know, base level of consistency, and we should be good. I am actually really happy that that is a champion that shoots bombs instead of a champion that shoots bullets, because the bombs, while also annoying, substantially easier to dodge than that bullshit. I did, thankfully, of course, get hit by one of the bullets that was double damage. So I'm feeling fantastic about that. Much appreciated. We should probably go to our shop and try to buy a Spirit Heart ASAP, because it is in the best interest of keeping our Devil Dream alive here. And you know, with the relative scarcity of Spirit Hearts on this run, I would totally feel okay taking Brimstone or Mom's Knife. Just give me a chance at it. No Spirit Art for sale again. You are a dirty, dirty tease, game. You're putting me in a very awkward position here. So, what do? We don't get hit until we get enough money to buy Black Candle. We got lucky, our donation machine paid out fairly nice for us. This could be a very pivotal, important moment on this run, actually. We only need 3 more cents to be able to swing it. I'm gonna do something I don't normally do and take the time to shoot these guys here. Do have 2 keys, so we are hoping for worthwhile item room here. Really liking our rate of fire, really liking our spacebar item, of course, and HP is fine. Cricket's body does help out. It's a range downgrade. To some extent, anyway. Which makes me feel, like, vindicated that we took that range upgrade. Instead of doing this room, yeah, I fucked this one up a little bit. We should have gone back to our shop. I didn't get hit, holy crap. We should have gone back to our shop to get Black Candle. We'll do that just prior to our boss fight here. We have the bombs necessary to make it happen. Oh, okay, so after an easy floor, this is looking like it could be fine. I totally forgot how to use the bombs here appropriately, so we'll use 2 to get 3 instead. And that's a totally fine value proposition, even though it did take a little bit of time. Hopefully, it's an easy enough boss that I feel confident that we're not going to lose. We're not going to miss out on our HP. Or, sorry, we're not going to lose our Spirit Heart, I should say. And then if we can just get the deal with the devil, then, well, life is great. For 22 cents, we could get the Steam sale first, but I don't like our odds of that too much. I'm going to try this. Please don't be like Bad Trip if it's a pill. Liberty Cap over Rusted Key. Honestly, we're not getting that many keys. I think I'm gonna punish Rusted Key by just saying go fudge yourself, and we're gonna get the heck out of here. Okay, we have a reroll ready that's of chief importance, I would say. We're not gonna be too picky on these Deal with the Devil items, probably. And if I were a secret room, I would be here or here. Perfect. Save us a bomb. We might want to use it on the boss. Pandora's Box on Catacombs 1 is totally acceptable. Little Steven is pretty not good, but I'm guessing we're probably gonna want to take it, but we'll just leave it in there for now. Now, Peep should not be too bad. The eyes are fucked up, and we can't get close enough to do anything with Big Fan because of the risk of him putting down Creep. Oh. So really, what this is all about is, like, I expect to get hit once on the Peep fight. If we don't, then that'll be awesome, but I do expect to get hit once. The longer we can go before getting hit once... Oh, thank you, Pretty Fly. The better I like my chances, obviously. Are you gonna jump down here? You're gonna jump down here. I'm gonna use my bomb, dog. It worked! Okay, a little risky. We'll take the Tears upgrade, that's fine. We will not take Necronomicon. And we won't even, like, buy it first. I think we'll just re-roll it. And it became Brimstone, and all of a sudden, this is looking like it's probably a one run. And I recognize that some people are going to be salty over the fact that the game just gave us a win, but I am in no position to say no to that. Thank you. Thank you very much for that Brimstone payout. Whew, okay. That's lovely. I'm not going to rub it in, you know. That's pretty much RNG carrying us. I will take Bob's Brain. And this is... I mean, let's be honest, I should be carried here, but it's very slightly the danger zone. Because I'm feeling cocky, you know? There's no other way to explain me picking up Bob's Brain without even having a discussion about it. That's hubris kind of factoring in a little bit here. And I've got to, you know, nip that in the bud before it becomes reckless, before it hits those levels. That's, you know, very statistically often tends to be a secret room there, so I don't feel like that was hubris. But anyway, especially since it ended up working out. I can't believe that that worked. I had to think on my feet there, and it ended up turning out just fine. Bob's Brain should be a valuable addition to this run. All we need to do now at this point... That's fine. All we need to do on this run at this point, obviously, you know, you've seen me play Brimstone runs before. What do you need on a Brimstone run? I mean, high damage is awesome, but really it's just HP. If we can get a certain amount of HP, we're going to be basically unkillable. Don't ever do what I did there. The tap shot of Brimstone might have cost me that full heart. So, I don't really care. I'm not going to be picky about how the HP comes to me. If it wants to be Spirit Hearts, great. If the game wants to give me a bunch of Red Heart HP upgrades and say fuck permanent Polaroid invincibility, I'm fine with that as well. If they want to give me some kind of mythical, you know, Purple Heart... Well, Purple Heart is actually an item that exists, so not a great example. But if they want to give me some kind of mythical Maroon Heart, I would take it, regardless of the ill effects that it would inflict upon me. Anything that makes it so I don't get killed by getting hit once or twice is great in my eyes. I can see forever. Beautiful choice for ourselves here. Damage leaves a little bit to be desired, but it's still pretty good. And Fear Shot as a status effect I don't love, but as long as you know what you're getting into, you can usually you can manipulate it in a way that benefits you as opposed to hinders you. But it's a risk, I'll admit. Fear Shot, oh, come on that shit. Fear Shot is not my favorite of the status effects. Now, we do have a small problem. Oh, we have a great solution to a different problem. And now our problems are solved. What I was going to say is we don't have enough money to buy the Spirit Heart. Then we got a black card and 5 cents. So not only do we have enough money for the Spirit Heart, but we don't necessarily even need it anymore. Let's see what we got going on here. HP is great. And no matter what we get here, we are going to be re-rolling it probably only once. But this has the potential to be really... the potential to be really, really great for us. And I'm so thankful we got 2 deals with the devil in a row. Maybe skipping accidentally that first deal with the devil is exactly what we needed to do. We got a free Spirit of the Night. I think we'll just save our money at this point. We might as well pick this up. Head down to the next floor. You know, decent amount of HP. Much more kind of... I mean, we got more raw HP, but also we got the ability to fly, so we're safer in that regard, is what I'm trying to get at. So this HP should be able to stretch a little bit longer as well. I'm not rushing to, like, get the boss rush or anything like that. That's a long-distance pipe dream that I am not concerned about, but I would like to get a little bit of momentum, if you know what I mean. Spirit of the Night, probably, like, short of just getting another amazing damage upgrade, Spirit of the Night is probably the best thing that we could have hoped for there. Or any flying item, for that matter. It doesn't have to be Spirit of the Night. Our rate of fire is so good as well. Would not have expected to find this so soon. 2 pheromones, 1 bad trip. It's still not awful. Like, I'm not going to sweat that too much. We found the secret room for free, so life is still good in that regard as far as I'm concerned. I got to stop canceling the brimstone shots. It's a really bad habit. Because it's a bad habit that often gets reinforced because sometimes it works out so fantastically. You cancel your brimstone shot, get a faster shot at somebody else, but... got lucky to get out of that without being in too much risk. Luck down, man. These pills are starting to burn me a little bit. I don't know where we use this pheromones pill, but I have to admit that, you know, our boss fight is right here, so that seems to make a pretty good case for it. With one bomb, should we blow these up? Maybe get a chance to get some better tarot cards. I think that's a very, very sound idea. And Goathead, perfectly in time. We were probably not going to get a deal with the devil on this floor without that. That feels really good. Wheel of Fortune card. Yara rune. Oh, we gotta take the Yara rune, obviously. We use pheromones here. I don't know if it'll actually do any damage, but certainly can't hurt. At least we're trying to use one of the runes productively. And Mask of Infamy, even though we're slow, must have had a, you know, fat odd mushroom status effect here from Liberty Cap. Even though we're slow, like, very easily hard countered by this. And this is now shaping up to be one of those runs where we just go absolutely balls to the wall insane. So we want to take this, then this, and then we want to kill ourselves. We have Judas' let's verify that we have Judas' Shadow. We want to kill ourselves, and then go pick up the Pact to get the extra Spirit Hearts, if I'm correct on this. Sharp Plug, Nuns have it. Please tell me I did not pick up Judas' Shadow. That would be devastating. I'm always worried that I'm going to be the guy who kills himself with Judas' Shadow in the middle of this streak. You might think that I'm being overly protective or cautious. I think that's something that's been very important. Oh, right, of course I cannot take this now because of the fact that it costs red hearts. So, I would still like to take it. I don't know if there's going to be any conceivable way to make that happen. I definitely should have taken it, then just killed myself and bought a Spirit Heart. I will be the guy who fucks up the usage of Judas' Shadow, just in a non-fatal way. Yeah, if you think I'm being overly cautious, why don't you take a look at what I just did in the Judas' Shadow payment here, and then you'll understand. Oh, there we go, we got our HP back. And that puts us one Guppy item away from becoming Guppy as well, which with the goat head means that this is set in stone. This will be win 72, and we'll go to Eden next. Very scary, you know. Low HP Eden starts are the streak killers. It's documented evidence. But maybe we won't have a low HP Eden start. One day it'll happen, man. What do we say to the god of the low HP Eden starts? Not today. Or not tomorrow, depending on which episode of the day this is. Admittedly, I don't know if this is the first or second one. PhD, fantastic. All of our pills have been god-awful dog shit, so... Well, not all, but many, so I'll be happy with this. We will go back and take the Pact, and it's amazing how fast our HP actually started to work out for us here on this run. Or not on this run, specifically, but after we've killed ourselves and then respawned with Judas' Shadow. Didn't expect to find ourselves in, you know, totally comfortable territory so quickly, but, you know, when it works, it works. I can't argue with results here. More keys, very useful, because we will be at least getting 8 chests on the golden chest, plus we have the Guppy tail. More money, less problems in Isaac. I still, you know, I've been on this tirade many times. Mo money, mo problems doesn't make sense to me. Mo money, different problems. Should I order an amuse-bouche, or are we okay with just getting an appetizer, you know? But for the most part, mo money, less problems. Just different problems. You know, how are property costs going to change in the next few years? Should I sell off, you know, our assets and hold a little bit more in liquid? Mo money, different problems. I think we'll buy both of these because we can. And also this. And this, because we have PhD. Alright, well, it's not good, but that's okay. You know what? I'm going to donate 11 cents to our donation machine again. I may be being overly paranoid about this kind of stuff, but I want to make sure that our donation machine, we're not taking more than like 10 cents from it per run. I want to make sure that I'm juicing it up, if you know what I mean. Maybe we can donate more on the next floor. I just want to make sure that I'm not screwing myself. You know, I'm not hurting myself tomorrow to pay myself today. Suicide King is interesting, but I'm not going to do it because we're on the Judas's Shadow run right now. Judas's Shadow run. There you go. There's your Photoshop challenge for the day. Absolutely fantastic. The run looked a little sketchy at times, but has come through quite swimmingly for me right now, actually. We will check out our cursed room because we want the Guppy Dream, even though we didn't get it. You can't keep it away. Well, you can keep it away forever, but I would say it's probably likely that we will become Guppy. And then, you know, this is going to be one of those runs where we don't do boss rush, but it's still going to be over in like under 30 minutes. Well, what are we at right now? The run is at, well, the video's at 24:48 or something like that. We're at 22 minutes on the actual run proper here. People told me that it's due to screen transitions, like when you go from room to room, that's not counted in your overall time. And like cinematics, when you use spacebar items, you know, like Dead Sea Scrolls has that thing in there. When you use it, it pops up like an icon on your screen. Apparently that's not counted. I prefer to think that it's, you know, the Illuminati, you know, putting me under anesthetic, and then the discrepancy is the time that I've been under anesthetic during the recording of the video. That makes no sense, but just, you know, go with it. It wouldn't make any sense, right? Because they wouldn't want you to know. I'll take Loki's horns, like Loki's horns, Mom's knife, and Loki's horns, brimstone. Just about the only Loki's horn permutations I can get even semi-excited about. And I do mean semi-excited. Like I'm still not particularly interested in it, but I don't want it to become a huge reroll sponge for us as we move forward here. Man, I love linear floors. Saves me so much time. We don't really want that. So much aggravation beyond that. Yeah, little gish, absolutely acceptable. I'm going to save up some bombs here. At this point, it's hard to get too into the idea of many items, like too invested in basic items that show up, because really only really incredible or god-awful items that are forced on us will have an effect on the run. Like, our chances of winning are only going to be augmented. They can't even, they're probably so close to 100% that it probably can't even be augmented by, like, good items. The only items we should be concerned about are, you know, bullshit Curse of the Blind soy milk pickups or something like that. And we've not seen our shop. I would like to go take a look for our shop, because if I can donate a little bit more money to it, I would like to. Donating to our, like, considering that this run is going to be a win, donating to our donation machine is more important than buying, you know, Mom's Key or something like that. We want to make sure that we're having a sustainable attitude towards our donation machine. We're only fucking ourselves over here. Yeah, see? Like, we have no interest in fanny pack really here. Should donate all of my surplus money here. And it taps out pretty quickly, but that's alright. Again, I don't think we really need a second secret room. I don't think we really need a secret room. I wouldn't mind more spirit hearts, like a ceremonial robes pickup would tickle me in just the right way. Big fan has the opportunity for the first time in a little while to actually, you know, be wanted here. No tinted rocks available on this room. Like, where things get a little sketchy for us, I'm going to take that, the Polaroid here. Where things get a little sketchy for us, there's the exact item I asked for, is if we have to respawn. I'm going to reroll both of these, even though Contract from Below and Dark Matter, for that matter, are pretty good, because I want Guppy. And we didn't get it, but we got Death's Touch, which was better than either of them. So our HP is going to be bad. Damage is going to be great. At this point, I'm hedging my bets. I'm trading HP on this life for damage, because if we have to respawn, I do want, you know, the ability to fairly easily kill kill Blue Baby and Isaac without losing multiple lives in the process. But it'll be a damage downgrade when we die, because we'll lose the Judas the Shadow status, I think. We definitely got to keep an eye out for Tinted Rocks, because for that reason, I would really like to keep this life alive. That was a good trade, but not a colossally good trade. Let's keep moving here. Ace of Spades. Yeah, I think we could get some good stuff out of the Ace of Spades here. Lucky Toe, similarly, I wouldn't mind taking, but I think the Ace of Spades is probably set to be a little bit more viable. Every single Spirit Heart we get, as far as I'm concerned, that's roughly one floor's worth of HP. Like, I don't expect to get hit much more than once per floor, and on some floors I wouldn't even expect to get hit at all. That was a great Bob's Brain shot. I'm not gonna lie, I set it up. That was not a lucky shot. I looked at it, I licked my finger, pointed it up to the wind, and said this is the angle of incidence for us here, and it worked out. The damage that we take on each floor will probably be a direct result of Bob's Brain, but I do think that one Spirit Heart per floor is completely realistic. I accidentally killed regular-sized Chad there. Chub. Chad was not any part of it at all. Thank you for the Spirit Heart. That'll pay for our Curse Room voyage, if we have to go to our Curse Room for a cost, which it appears that we probably will. As neither of those are Guppy, I can't help but notice. It's alright. Again, one Spirit Heart of damage. All we need to do is not get hit for the rest of the floor. No pressure involved there, of course. That's our secret room right there. I wish I had a better system But seriously, my system for finding secret rooms, it would not be a bestseller on the home shopping network. It's basically play the game for 500 hours and then just have some kind of like organic memory of like, oh yeah, this seems to be where the secret room shows up quite commonly, is on this layout. And it doesn't even have a good, it doesn't have a immaculate, at least, track record. It just looks really impressive when it actually works. It's like a yo-yo trick, you know? You can't put it on your resume, but you might be able to impress some people with it. Good stuff. Good stuff. I will go back for that. I tried to go back for it just now. It didn't really work. I don't know why. I was still worried about spikes there. Even though I was flying off the side of the map, I was like, watch out for spikes. Watch out for snakes! This is exactly what I wanted, even more so than an Eternal Heart. Okay, so we will get a deal with the devil here, and we will get a deal with the devil item. This is great news as far as I'm concerned. This first phase of the Fallen fight worked out fantastically. Thank you very much to Bob's Brain for swinging it. Dark Bum it's non-rerollable. It is our win. If we were at 99.5%, this is the last percentage point, or the last half percentage point we needed. There's Guppy's collar. We gotta take it. I do believe that taking the mark might kill us, so I want to try it. No, it didn't. Okay. Why did I think it would kill us? It depended on the order at which things were being evaluated. I guess it took all our HP but gave us one before we died. Anyway, let's not get hit at all if we can. I'm assuming that Dark Bum is going to pay out relatively soon, which is why I felt pretty much okay in taking the deal. So we are Guppy now. We're going to have amazing flies. That should be a Spirit Heart, but it could be a Spider. It is a Spirit Heart. Spirit Heart v Spider, also a great new game show coming this fall to CBS, but for now, we can just enjoy the pilot episode right here. There's really no secrets to my success here. We're, you know, beyond one-shotting enemies, which is rare but amazing. I will take this. I think invincibility is less important than raw HP right now. And the bosses we don't even have to fight, apparently. We have Dark Bum, incredible damage, and if we fuck it up, we got 9 lives backing us up as well. So this is, I mean, I sort of pride myself on not being the guy who's like, I don't know, guys, this could go either way. Leave a like if you think I'm gonna win, and make sure to subscribe if you think I'm gonna lose. Like, I'm not really that guy. And nobody's that guy. I just made that character up to paint myself in a better light. However, I'm not gonna play up any bullshit like fake tension here. This is a super one run. And honestly, we got, yeah, we'll just pop it. We got very lucky to actually be in this kind of one run situation because of the fact that I fucked it up on the second floor and should have gotten a deal with the devil there, which maybe would have stopped the deal with the devil that gave me brimstone, you know? I think we got super lucky. We should probably have not used that key, though. We do want to get 2 more items, or sorry, 8 items on the chest. We want to double it. That's where the 2 in my brain came from. There's our key. Let's use no more keys until we get 9 or more. I don't know why I'm picking up the money on this run, but on so many runs, I find myself not wanting to. Maybe it's my subconscious telling me that we're going to see money equals power. Oh, Dark Bum. Okay, you pick it all up. And then on your way back here, you gonna get that last one? Yeah, you are. Just get that, and then we walk out, and you start paying out with delicious, delicious black and spirit hearts. Surprising degree of spiders there, but, you know, 50% good stuff is not too bad. Should not have opened that, but I gotta admit that Infamy was a pretty good payout. I opened that. There was, like, muscle memory there. I remember muscles. High Priestess not necessary. Well, this is a much longer floor than I expected. I mean, it is going to be over a half-hour-long run, so I was, you know, a little bit off there, but still definitely a fast one as it came down to it here. Now, of course, the ultimate test, can we kill Isaac before he does anything? And the answer to that question is yes. So that's a very encouraging sign moving forward. Some of the best offensive items in the game, some of the best defensive items in the game. Lovely. So we Yeruun the shit out of this. We won't be able to open one thing. I would fight Dad here if they would, be so kind as to... No. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, I didn't mean to come in here. I didn't even have a brimstone shot charged, you jerk. If they would be so kind as to give me Dad's key, I would take it. I'm going to take Soy Milk because it's fucked up and hilarious. I'll take Halo of Flies as well just for more orbital coverage and because I don't want that room to soak up a reroll. What do I not want here? I would like to reroll all of it except Soy Milk because that's funny. I do Tap Shot. That's like an instant tap. Is that? That's a slightly more than instant tap. Anti-grav Soy Milk is just going to be ridiculous, so let's give it a try. I think this may actually be somewhat suicidal. However, I'm assuming that what we'll lose in damage we'll be able to more than make up for in just a ridiculous number of flies on the screen. And a ridiculous number of portals in general, I guess. We should, you know, not forget about the portals that are a pretty integral part of this run. And you know what? On a one run, I'll take some zany items in order to keep myself up with that reputation of being the guy who doesn't give a fuck. Hopefully. You know, I want to... Oh, Jesus. I want to double down on my commitment to the absurd. Oh, thank you for jumping directly into the portal. Do pass go, do collect $200 because I'm very proud of you for caving in completely to my will. Fly Army is nice. Even though we've taken some dumb damage, I'm content to chalk it up as an adjustment period. And not be too salty about it either way. Lots of red hearts. That's for you, Dark Bum. You got something? Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. What about that? You're not going to pay out there. You shouldn't, at least. Have some self-respect. Mom's wig. Yeah, man. Our spiders probably wouldn't expect them to be that incredible. Based on the fact that, you know, we have Soy Milk, but just getting some of them is going to be... Look at how many flies we spawn in real time and stuff like that happens. That's crazy. All right, let's go back and do some more rerolls. I'm skeptical of the dad fight now, but we'll start the Mega Satan fight. Let's see. Rubber Cement does nothing here. Actually, like, all of these I think are kind of not amazing for us. We could use Sharp Plug, which is very tempting in a completely inadvisable way. I'm just going to wait for the next reroll. We use Prayer Card because it does give us an extra little bit of HP. I'm happy with he spawned more enemies. Just allows me to spawn more flies in the meantime. We'll just spawn like a nice little array of portals here, and then if the enemy is stupid enough to show up, he's gonna get dick fucked 6 ways from Sunday. Satanic Bible, also the ultimate, like, rerollable item. Thank you for the consumable. And we'll be on our merry way here. Why am I going in 2 different directions? Because I'm enjoying the run, and I want to be a little bit inefficient to give me a convenient excuse to not go fight Blue Baby right away. Plus, we got plenty of rerolls left over that we could use on that first room where there's still like 5 items, something like that around there. Plus another key would allow us to open that chest. But if we find Blue Baby, we will we'll take advantage of that and finish the game off right. It ended up being a fun run for sure, especially at the end when we got these ridiculous items. Helps us have a good time. We'll use Wheel of Fortune back on the base room, of course. Let's get Bob's brain out of here. Never-ending portals here should finish the job pretty quickly. It's actually not like just our flies carrying our damage right now, which I appreciate quite a lot. Alright, this is perfect timing. We'll get one last reroll. Can't open those, unfortunately. Dark Bum, you'll have your chance, okay? Well, you already got one. We'll get one last big reroll. It doesn't look like Dad's key's gonna show up, and that's okay. And then we'll go fight our boss and feel really good about the situation. No, sorry. We've already gone zany enough. I don't know how triple shot's gonna work on this one, but we're gonna take it. And fuck it, we should take telepathy for dummies too. This will look funny. Why not take the other items? Look, you really want to worry about that right now? I want to see if these actually fire 3 lasers. They do. Okay, this should be a funny fight here. Make sure we use that. Oh, I used Sharp Plug accidentally. What if we set them up like this? Oh, they totally sort of work. I appreciate that a great deal. Alright, this was a cool boss fight. This was a cool run. If you enjoyed yourself as much as I did, click the like button. Or at all. Click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.